All right, guys, today is an incredibly exciting episode.
I'm so excited! I'm so scared!
I have in my hands a card that cannot wait to share with you guys what it is and really specifically what I had to give up to get it. All right, let's get into it. I want to start off this episode by giving a huge shout out to Low Popping or LP on Instagram. I'm going to link their stuff in the description down below. Without them, this whole thing wouldn't have been possible, and I'm extremely appreciative of this company. And yeah, they have some of the sickest cards that I've ever seen. And the thing that's cool about them is they're very personable. They talk to you through DM on Instagram, and they buy, sell, and allow trading, which is how this transaction actually happened. These guys are super cool. Go check them out. Let them know that the Vault sent you. And yeah, their prices are extremely fair as far as I'm concerned for what I've seen based off of sold listings on eBay. But yeah, guys, go check them out. And let's get into what this episode is about because holy... All right, so as you can see, there's a huge stack of cards here, and there's one card here. This is the card that I traded all of this for. So I'm going to first start by showing you, I'm going to take this away. I'm going to start by showing you what I had to give up to acquire this card. And it might give you an idea of the caliber and level that this card is at. So let's just start in. First card is a PSA 10 MEWTWO. I just got this graded. I just sent this in, so it's a brand new cert. So that's card number one, because there is some insaneness in here. Not to mention, I did have to throw up some cash too, which we'll talk about at the end. All right, card number two. Yeah. This is a Gold Star Charizard PSA 5. This one's hard to part with. I've had this for many years. But my plan is, my goal, it's good to set goals, but one of my goals for 2023 is to get my hands on a PSA 10 copy of this. This is my all-time favorite Charizard. In case you guys know or not, this is a card that I'm going to be going after very intently on getting in a PSA 10. So I'm giving this one up knowing that I'm going after this card. This isn't even like the crazy stuff yet. That's the funny part. Next card, Jolteon Holo from Skyridge in a PSA 10. This is a sick card. I love this. Skyridge is the last Wizards of the Coast set that they printed. So this is kind of a cool card. I think it's undervalued personally in a PSA 10, but you know, whatever. That's neither here nor there. All right, next card. This is a no symbol Flareon Holo from Jungle. So if you don't know what this is, guys, this is a very common error card. Every holo card from the Jungle set, Jungle Unlimited, they had certain print runs where it came without the little jungle symbol here, and this is a PSA 10. It's very hard to get. These are hard to get in a PSA 10, and this is something that I've had for a long time, and I'm giving that up also. All right, next, we have a Nidoqueen from Skyridge. This is another Skyridge holo that I think is undervalued, but it was a card that I had up on the trade block, and it's something that I'm willing to give away. I do have a duplicate of that. All right, next card. Base set Charizard in a PSA 8. I had this graded myself. This is out of my personal collection. This is a twin or a brother of the next card, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and that's a PSA 9 Charizard from base set. So this might give you an idea of what we're talking about here. But let's not... Okay, this is the big card. This is the meat on the bone for this trade. And this is a card that I actually pulled myself and graded myself. I've had this card for many years. It is a pop 100 and change. It's a very low pop card. And that is a Shadowless Venusaur from base set. If you guys know me, I've featured this card on my Instagram, on YouTube, more than a few times. This is a very important card to me, but the card that I got in return is a little bit more important, and I will show you why. So on top of all these cards, guys, on top of all of these trades, every single card that you see here, I also threw up $2,000 in cash so I could get my hands on this card right here. Now, I don't even know how I can even show this. This card is so insane. I don't even know. I can't. I feel completely humbled and completely blessed that I even have this card. You know what grade it's going to be. There's no point in covering the grade. So on the card on the back, as you can see, it's literally perfect. There were two to pick from. I am going to have this re-slabbed in the new label. This is right on the cusp of when they started doing the QR codes on the back. So it's right on the cusp. So it's right on the cusp of what I consider, you know, like acceptable in terms of grading. But this card, it's hard to get, period. But the whole thing of this is that I was allowed to have so much in trade, which made the deal possible, because a lot of people don't have this level of cash. And that's the reason why I'm such a fan of Low Popping in general, of their company, because they allowed me to do the trade. And that was really important to me, because it's about the hobby, and trading is a part of that. And sometimes it's a lot easier not to have to shell out $13,000. All right, guys, are you ready? Is there a drum roll? Can I make a drum roll happen? I do the editing around here, for God's sakes. Make something happen here for this reveal.
Nice.
Boom, baby. What are we even talking about? Charizard PSA 10 out of base set unlimited. Here is the sadness of this card. There was a time, guys, when I got into the hobby where I could have bought this card for $500 cash. And that was at the absolute top of the market at the time, but no one was paying that. I guess I'm the butt of that joke, as I am the butt of most jokes. But I will tell you this, I am so humbled and so blessed to have this card. I already have the Venusaur in a PSA 10. The only one I'm missing now is the Blastoise in a PSA 10. I have it in a 9, and I will complete the big 3 from base set unlimited. It is what it is. I had to trade out and pay out for this card, but I'm so happy to have it. This card specifically is a incredibly, incredibly strong copy of this card. It is the only gripe I have with it, if there's any, is that it's a little bit off-centered, pulling up to the right. But I've inspected this card, as you can imagine, up, down, sideways, left, right, front, and back. And this card is literally perfect. Not one blemish on the hollow print line, nothing. And the back itself is literally perfect, which is why I could imagine that this got a PSA 10. So even in today's standards, this is a very, very strong copy of this card, so I'm happy to have it, even though it has the older cert on the back. I am definitely happy to have this in this particular condition. The card is damn near perfect. So yeah, that is it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I mean, guys, you're gonna see this card pop up more and more. You know how we feel about this Charizard, okay? This card is gonna be appearing all over the place on my Instagram and on YouTube. So yeah, guys, once again, thank you so much to Low Popping, or LP on Instagram. I appreciate you guys so much. Insane. Guys, go check them out if you haven't. I'm at a loss for words. I'm going to go stare off into this Charizard's eyes for at least an hour and just soak it in. That's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I didn't want to flex too hard because I'm just more humbled than anything else, and I can't believe that I have this card. I don't know what else to say. That's going to be it for me. I'll see you on the next live or the next episode. Peace. Yeah, I'm talking to you. It's time to hit the button already. Do it now. What do you think, I'm dancing for free here?